So the next song that we put out was a song that I wrote on a rainy night on a long drive home from Venice Beach to my apartment in Hollywood. And I had an old friend that I hadn't talked to in about 4 or 5 years. And long story short, our girlfriends had kind of gotten into it. And we both took their sides, and as any noble man would do. And he had split up with his girl and mine, and, you know, life happened. And I really missed, his name is Sean, and wrote this song very simple. My roommate at the time had a Spanish-style nylon string, and I picked it up and it just sparked something. You know how certain instruments do that, and it's just one of those songs that kind of wrote itself in about 10 minutes, and very simple, very, my songs, I'm not the, you know, I'm no crazy poet. My stuff is very, you know, it's
simple songs are the best
simple
songs.
But it was cool. Something that I started playing out here a little bit, and shout out Bobby. Bobby was one that always really asked me to play it when we would do some swaps. And the slow song on the record,
Yeah.
just a giant crescendo, basically.
Yeah, gives you a little break.
There's been a little bit of talk on the internet on how different it is.
Yeah.
Not the internet, actually, just in general. It is different, you know. It's an acoustic. It starts acoustic and it ends punching you in the stomach.
Yeah, it's definitely a ambient, sort of dreamy.
And the slide, you really did work on that slide there.
Yeah, it you know, geez, me and reverb pedals and delay pedals, it's a problem. But you let me get away with it, so
it's cool. That's one really big thing to touch on too, is like how I've known a lot of, you know, artists over the years, and they're extreme prima donnas, right? And this whole, I'm not talking about you, but
really, I wouldn't know the type.
But this thing has been so organic. Every song has been sent to you, and you just completely, I feel bad when I bug you. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
it's just like,
Never
it's,
you
know, the revisions have been 1 to 2 things, like me, like, oh, just not even, like, it's been extremely organic, which is insane, because it's cool, because you have, you know, it's really you are half of the heart on this Texas Tales for sure.
It's super cool. That's my favorite thing in the world to do, is get a song that is this like this framework for me to build this house.
Yeah.
Or paint a picture, or whatever stupid metaphor you want to use, and you know, it's just so that song kind of got away from me. It got pretty crazy, but
it was supposed to. I mean, it works though. You know, it's especially for being like the slow song. It's
wanted to make it, you know, interesting enough to where it dies down in the middle of, you know, wherever it ends up on the full length, but not, you know,
probably be in the middle somewhere.
Not put anybody to sleep. Give you a good vibe. Get a, you know, but not get in the way of the storytelling. And there's a lot of like little musical pieces in there. Trying to imitate the pedal steel thing with some reverb pedals, and haunting is something I've seen a lot of people throw around.
Somebody said it was very emotional. Yesterday they snapped me. They're like, I finally listened to Hatchet, man. It's very different and emotional. I'm like, bro, have you listened to all my stuff? Like, I'm just sitting there crying. Like, this is, you know, Warped Tour all over.
Yeah. You can't get away from that. Your voicemail there at the end.
That was completely whim.
That's a really cool part to listen to, I think.
The cork.
The cork is.
You know, if you listen hard enough, if you're a big music nerd, you may hear a cork at the end of it. And the falsettos, that was something I always pictured, but I never had the balls to really think they were good enough to stay in there.
It's hard to hit send on a falsetto.
You can't back off.
You're
You're going up the face of a freaking.
But that's my favorite part of the song.
It turned. I've gotten. Yeah.
So vibey.
It definitely made it.
Yeah, that one. That we got out of the box a little bit on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. If anybody has, and it's all about like it's life's too short. If you, I want somebody if they listen to it that, maybe they'll pick up the phone and call an old friend that that they've been waiting too long to do, and bury this hatchet for good.
Yeah.
Stream it meow.